since we are not recording tomorrow on Christmas Day, today on Christmas Eve, we will discuss the NBA games on Christmas Day for tomorrow. There are 5 of them, and we're gonna predict which teams will win and which one will lose, just like what we do our NFL picks. So, Mario, without further ado, you ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, we got the first game on the list. Give it to me. It's the Pelicans and the Heat. Um, Pelicans are 1-0 and the Heat are 0-1. I really think the Heat need to bounce back on this. They lost to the other day. They lost to, I forgot who they lost to. Let me look it up real quick. They lost to the I can't remember who they lost to, but they did lose. And I really think this needs to be a bounce back game. They lost to the Magic. So I really think they need to bounce back here and win this game. So you know what? Give me my boy Jimmy Buckets in the Heat.
Look, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's who I want to win. I love Jimmy Butler. He's my favorite player in the league. In case anybody doesn't know that, he is my favorite player in the league. With that being said, though, I got the Pelicans winning this game. We are about to witness year 2 Zion Williamson. My opinion, year 1 Zion Williamson was a scary guy. Year 2, it's about to be even more scary. You know why? Because now he's about to play more minutes. Last year, he didn't play a lot of minutes because they were afraid he might get hurt. This year, he's going to start playing a lot more minutes. You're going to start seeing those 30 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball had a very good first game this year. He did a very good job. They got a lot of young pieces, a lot of prominent pieces. Eric Bledsoe is a new scoring option for them. I think the Pelicans will definitely win this game. So I think Pelicans. I think the Pelicans will definitely win this game. I think they're going to go 2-0. I think the Heat are going to find themselves in an early hole, but I wouldn't be too concerned if I was a Heat fan if they lose.
I agree. We got the next game on the list. Give it to me. It's the Warriors and the Bucks. I don't know how to feel about this. I think this might be somewhat of a decent game, but the way the Warriors played last game, I just can't see them beating the Bucks. I really can't.
Me neither, man. Me neither. And let me tell you something. This ain't gonna be a decent game. This is gonna be a blowout. This is gonna be Giannis Antetokounmpo being the Greek freak and literally destroying everybody on that court. That's what it's gonna be. He's gonna take that whole court and he's gonna destroy anybody in his way. Think about it. He had such a great game, his debut, right? And the fact that the reason why they lost was because he missed a free throw, right?
Mhm.
You know that's sitting in Giannis's stomach really badly. You know it's sitting in his stomach.
Right.
You know he's gonna come out there, and and he said it himself before the season started. He said you need that pain in order to unleash another side of you or another level. You know what I'm saying? Like he witnessed, like he said, like Jimmy Butler being exhausted after playing against the Lakers and playing like 40 something minutes. He goes, that's exhausting, and you could see him being exhausted, and that was the level of pain that he was playing with. If Giannis plays with that level of pain and his stomach knowing that the reason why we didn't win was because I missed a free throw. If he's playing with that feeling in his inside of him, bro, I don't see the Warriors even having a chance, to be real with you.
Yeah, I completely agree. The next game on the list, give it to me. It's the Nets and the Celtics. Oh man, is that going to be a good game, man? My Celtics going off them damn Nets, man. Let me tell you something. I cannot wait to see Jason Tatum go off on this team. You know, I don't care what you say. This is going to be a really good game. It's going to be a very close one, just like the Bucks and Celtics game last night. So you know what? I got to root for my team, man. You know what? You know how it be. My boy Jason Tatum going to go off.
Look, man, is this really going to be Jason Tatum versus Kevin Durant?
Yes, it's going to be Jason Tatum versus Kevin Durant.
Do you think that Jason Tatum is going to lock down KD?
He's not going to lock down KD, but both are going to go off.
I'm going to be real
I
with you.
think Jason Tatum going to come out
I
on
got to
top.
be real. This is going to be a good game. It is. Don't get me wrong. Tatum's going to have a good game. Kevin Durant's just that much better. Now we go to the point guards. Like then you got Kemba versus Kyrie. And I got Kyrie winning that match easily. But I don't think Kemba's back. So which means they're dealing with like a backup point guard. So it's Marcus Smart versus Kyrie Irving. Let me tell you something. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Here's the reason why. I'm looking forward to the matchup between Kyrie Irving and Marcus Smart is because we always talk about Kyrie Irving and how he, again, another player who is considered like the media calls him disruptive. Do I think he is? No. But they call him disruptive, right? Well, one of the most annoying players to play against, in my opinion, in the NBA is Marcus Smart. He gets under people's skin. He gets under players' skin. He almost gets to the point like he's not as bad as Patrick Beverly, but he does that. And so if he gets under Kyrie Irving's skin, Kyrie Irving better be very careful with Marcus Smart because if he tries anything, they could get him ejected from that game. And I don't want to see that. With that being said, if Kyrie Irving just keeps his composure, he just stays cool. He looked really good against the Golden State Warriors. He looked very composed. If he just keeps that cool and he just stays calm, then I think Kyrie Irving can beat Marcus Smart. And then last but not least, you look at the shooting guards. You got I believe it's Karis LeVert versus I want to say Jaylen Brown.
Think so. Yeah.
Yes, Karis LeVert versus Jaylen Brown. That's a good matchup too. These are two very good underrated big threes. And I love Karis LeVert, but I got Jaylen Brown with the edge on that one. I think Jaylen Brown is a very tough and physical player. I think he's a very hard player to guard in this league. I think he's very underrated, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves as a player. So with that being said, I still have the Nets winning. I think Kyrie Irving and KD are just too big of factors to overlook. But I do consider this being a very good game.
It'll be a very good game, but my boys in Boston, but I come on top. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. We got the next game on the list. Give it to me. It's the Mavericks and the Lakers. The Lakers, they had a very good game against the Clippers, although they came up short. But you know what? I don't care if they lost against the Clippers. I still got them winning this game despite that loss. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think it's gonna be another good game, though. I really do.
Yeah, and you also got to remember the Mavericks also lost opening game too by not a lot against the Phoenix Suns, the new look Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. But yeah, I got the Lakers win this too. I mean, I think LeBron has a very good record against Luka Doncic, and I mean Luka Doncic is a great player. But let me tell you something: if he's gonna start off as slow as he did against the Lakers like he did with the Suns, it's not going to be a pretty game. So they're really going to have to clean this up. I think that this is going to be the closest game that day. I think this is going to be the closest game because I don't see anybody on the Lakers that's locking down Luka. I just think he's too good. And I don't see anybody on the Mavericks that's going to lock down LeBron James. But then the other factor you also got to remember is Anthony Davis. And the other thing you got to remember about the Mavericks is right now Kristaps is hurt. And when you don't have that big man to equal Anthony Davis, then Anthony Davis, I think, has a big advantage against a lot of that team. So with that being said, I agree. I got the Lakers winning, but I think this is going to be a very close game.
Yeah, I think so too. In the final game for Christmas, give it to me. It's the Clippers and the Nuggets. Ooh.
This is going to be.
This is going to be a really good game.
Right here. Here. This is my game.
I like this. I like where this is going. Oh man, this one's a little tough. But it's Kawhi and PG, and then Jamal Murray and
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
Look, man, this is the team. Remember, you also got to remember this is the team that eliminated them.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep. Oh man, I want to say the Nuggets. I really do.
I got the Clippers win this.
I got the Clippers too.
Not Kyrie. Excuse me. You want my opinion on this? Truthfully, opinion. I think Clippers give the Nuggets the worst beating I think you could ever see.
Yeah, I got the Clippers winning.
They're gonna walk into this game, be like, you see that team right there? They beat us. They came back and beat us because we let our guards down. So how about we just keep our foot on the pedal and let's just drive and beat them? I think Kawhi has a fantastic game. I think Paul George has another great game. I think this Clippers team just annihilates them. I'm gonna keep it real. And don't get me wrong, I love Jokic. I love Jamal Murray. They're two great players. They got a lot of promising players in Michael Porter Jr. and like Bobo. And then you want to look at God, I know there's more. They got a lot. Barton's a very good player for them and everything like that. They do have good players. But let me tell you something. I do not see the Clippers going into that game. I do not see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George having a bad game on Christmas. I got Clippers destroying them, to be real with you.
I got Clippers by a close score, but I think that's going to be a really good game. With that said, that is your Christmas games for the NBA. So make sure you guys go check them out and root for your team. So go Celtics.